Hello and welcome to the Misahydration Station. It is a Monday weekend recap. I know I don't have the banner down there, but I didn't feel like messing with it because we are going to have kind of a short show today. I have plans. I really need to start doing this in the mornings. But who the fuck wants to wake up early in the morning to be in an interview? But who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'll just start. I don't know. Either way, so I want to give some shout outs first. DJ Slim, obviously, 815-257-2601. Hit him up for any and all of your DJing entertainment events. Good people. I love them. I work with them. Great, awesome. Hey, what up, Chris? How you doing, brother? How are you doing, my brother? If you guys don't know Chris, he's cool. He's a cool cat. So, also Kevin Kilolea, he's the guy who came up with this little thing right here. He's the one who took a picture of me. This is actually taken in Ottawa Riverfest, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful venue, or for not venue, but festival over in Ottawa, Illinois. Great time. Also want to give a shout out to Skydive the Falls, Sugar Creek family. What up, AP? How you doing, my brother? How you doing? I seen you got a fight coming up, man. I also want to give a shout out to Murph. Sup Marf Studios. SUPMARF. Sup Marf Studios. They did my second music video. It's called Float Away. Victor Raul, look it up on YouTube. It's a great time. Yeah, you like these, right? It looked pretty cool. Thanks, Tammy. I appreciate you. But today we're going to be talking about PFC fights. We're going to start off with PFC fights first. Man, I had a great time there. The first time I went, I felt like I was more worried about the gear that I had, but this time I ended up forgetting a piece of gear, super important piece of gear, that it's actually connects my microphone. It connects my microphone to my phone. I forgot it, so I didn't really have to set up my camera, and I got to really enjoy the fights as a spectator instead of going there as a journalist. And I tell you what, man, huge difference in entertainment. I suggest that if you haven't gone to a PFC fight yet, go to a PFC fight, please. It's a great time, great energy, great fights. It's just all around awesome. The drinks are a little pricey, but whatever, man. At least you're not paying Chicago prices, right? You know what I mean? So everything's all gravy. But anyway, so first of all, I'm going to go through and talk about the fights that happened, who won, how they won. Mostly who won. Armin defeats LB Cali. By the way, LB Cali, great boxer. It was a split decision loss. It could have gone either way. I wouldn't have been upset if either of those two won. But Armin ended up pulling out, I guess. But it was a split decision. Demo defeats Dave. I believe he didn't get off the stool after the second round. Man, I tell you what, man, that Demo cat, that dude was slick. He was super slick. One thing I really liked about his style is that he was very aware of his distance. He was very aware of where he was at all times. It seemed like he wasn't lost at any moment that he was in there. It looked like Dave had something to give him, but it seemed like he was just real hesitant to pull the trigger at all times. So hopefully he comes back stronger than ever. Dustin Krigner defeats Shaggy OG. Dude, number one, Dustin Krigner can fucking crack. Number two, Shaggy OG can take a fucking punch. Holy shit, that dude's got a hard head. Dude, this dude was taking punches, and I'm not talking about like like winging punches. I'm talking about like crisp, fucking right on the button punches, and he just kept on eating them and coming, dude. Unfortunately, his gas tank couldn't last him, and he ended up first person I've ever seen ask for a 10 count in the middle of the fight. Shaggy OG. I'll tell you what, man. Props to you, my brother. Props to you, dude. You went out there and you did your thing. Unfortunately, you didn't get the win. But you were still an entertaining fighter to watch. You reminded me a lot of a person who just has an ass load of heart. And I'll tell you what, man, if you want to be in the fight game, you got to have heart. So props to you, my man. It's a toss-up between Shaggy OG and Blake Mitzen for my personal fighter of the night. I still haven't decided who I wanted to choose. Lucas KO's Flacco. This was a really, really, really interesting situation that happened. I believe that Lucas was supposed to fight Trell, and Trell ended up backing out because Lucas was looking for a fight, anybody. And Flacco ends up coming out, and he tells Robert, hey, man, 215, I want to fight. So Rob gets on the mic, and he's asking for anyone, if anyone wants to take a 215-pound fight in boxing. And I'm telling you what, dude, it was one of the coolest moments I've seen in it, and it screams what Lucas Gwaltney is all about. The dude just says, or he didn't say shit. He just walks through the middle of the ring. He's got his belt on his shoulder. He's got a long sleeve shirt and jeans on and fucking tennis shoes. And he's like, I'll take the fight. Who is it? And like, not even like 4 minutes later, they're in the middle of the ring throwing hands. And I'll tell you what, man, that Flacco cat, I know a lot of people are ragging on him because he got KO'd in the first round, but he was cracking. That dude's got power. That dude's got serious power, man. I want to see him fight again for sure. That he made that fight super interesting. He was in there all the way until the end. And unfortunately, he did get KO'd, and it was a pretty bad KO, but he was in there anyway. He was in there getting it anyway. He was just in it to win it until he went out on his shield. And I have nothing but respect for the man. But he did get knocked out at the very end of the first round. AV Maddox defeats Omni. AV is another guy that was just on point. Man, you know what? I'd love to see AV versus Demo. I think that'd be a really good fight. AV Maddox versus Demo. I don't know if they're in the same weight class or not, but they seem like they're not too far from each other. I'd really love to see that fight. James Lamar defeats Kenny Thomas in wrestling. Dude, that was really cool to see. Like, I'm a big fan of wrestling in general. Not that I get to see too many people do it in person, but to see them do it the way that they did it was a really, really, really fun time. James Lamar beat Kenny Thomas. I don't know how to score these. You know, I love wrestling. I love watching people wrestle, but like I had no idea who was winning, how they were winning, or how they were scoring, or any of that. But I did enjoy the show. It was a great showing out, and both of those individuals are super athletic. So that was a really, 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 really fun change of pace there. This is the other guy that I said I was on the fence about. Shaggy OG being my fight of the night, even though he lost. Blake Mitzen defeats James Sr. Now, Blake Mitzen comes in, and I think he has a 2-3 record. He came into the fight. He didn't have a corner. He just came in by himself. He had a sweater, comes in, drops a sweater on the ground on his corner, gets some fucking gloves on, and goes in there. And like, seriously, like Robert, the promoter, starts saying into the mic, does anyone want to corner this guy? Is anyone up for cornering this guy? So this dude out of nowhere is like, I'll fucking corner him. So he gets down there. He's like, all right, man, he's just talking to him. But Blake Mitzen ain't talking too much. He just wants to get in the ring, dude. Maybe he's coming off a loss and he's trying to get out of his mouth. But man, that to me, I would say Blake Mitzen is my fighter of the night. Because he beat James Sr. and in the manner that he did it, didn't have a corner, just came in to wreck shit, and he ended up wrecking shit. And he ended up beating him in the first round. What up, Robert? How you doing? Robert Bryan, the man himself. He's in the comments right there. Would you like to come on here, man? I can send you the link. And in the main event, oh, no, my bad. I still have to go over Midnight. Midnight comes back. He regains his title against Samurai. Now, Samurai is one of my favorite fighters. I love watching him because that dude just got so much forward pressure. He comes in and ready to go. He's got really quick movements, good eyes, just a really, 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 really awesome fighter. And he ended up trying to defend his title against Midnight. But Midnight, again, before the fight even happened, ended up saying that, hey, I'm here to claim my title as the real. What is going on? What is this? No, I'm on a live stream. Why do people always call me while I'm on a live stream? I don't get it. But anyway, so Midnight was saying that he's a true king, he's a true champion, and he comes in and he proves it against Samurai, a very, very game opponent in Samurai, and a very respected champion in Samurai. So I thought that was beautiful work by him. And of course, Mr. Lightwork defeats Rakhim to become the new heavyweight champion of PFC, but not without a struggle, not without a serious fight. Rakhim, man, that dude can take a punch. He was taking bombs the whole fight, and he only went down once. What a fighter. What a fighter. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Let's get Robert on here. Okay. All right, I'm about to put the link in the comments. Wait, I can't comment? Motherfucker. Okay. How can I reply? Nope. I'm saying this into the mic. Hold up, I got it. There we go. Post comment. There we go. All right. There we go. All right, cool. So make sure you go to that link and I can get you in here, Robert. We can talk about the fights. Again, Robert is the promoter for PFC, Peoria Fight Club. If you have not gone out and seen the fights in person, I highly suggest you do. It is a great time, great energy. It's just, I mean, you get to see the heart that these people put into the work that they do, you know, and it shows if they haven't put the work in. And there are some fighters that just like will wow you, like Mr. Lightwork. Mr. Lightwork he's only fought in PFC one time beforehand, but he is a heavyweight champ in street beefs. But man, I'm telling you, his skill level is just, it's up there, man. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. All right. Well, without further ado, I'd like to present the CEO, promoter, head honcho of PFC, Mr. Robert Bryant.
Hey, my guy. How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. How you doing, my man?
I'm all good, man.
So let's talk about the fight card, man. What a successful night of fights.
Yeah, it really was. And then Lucas taking that fight just topped it off.
Dude, I love the manner in which he did it. He just walked out there casually, just with his belt over his shoulder, dude. Yeah. Jeans and a fucking long sleeve shirt, and he was just like, "I'll take it. Who is it?"
At first, I was like, "Well, no, Lucas, this guy 200 and some pounds. You know, you're the middleweight champ." Luke, like, I don't give a shit. He's like,
I was saying earlier that totally just spells out what Lucas is about. He's just in it to win it. He does not care.
Yeah, for sure. He most definitely is a warrior. Like, can't take that away from him at all.
All right, so 3 questions. Number 1, fight of the night. Number 2, fighter of the night. And number 3, loss of the night.
Okay. Fight of the night, I gotta go with Lucas' fight just because of the way that guy and his whole team were acting, and they were all, y'all don't know, he finna knock him out, rah, just talking a whole lot of mess, you know, and they were just so amped, and he was like, watch this, and he was even during the fight, he over there talking to his people like, I got him, and Lucas just came out, they just drilled him. So to me, that was the fight of the night, because the guy come out with all the confidence, and at the end of the night, he shook both our hands, was like, okay, I see why he's the champion. He's the champion for a reason. It humbled him, you know. So that, like, to me, that made fight of the night because it was a humbling experience. Fighter of the night. Well, honestly, I was watching you earlier. I heard that you said Blake. I would say Blake because he didn't have a corner and he just came in there, but I'm not going to say
I love that,
Blake.
Dude.
I'm not going to say Blake. I'm going to give fighter of the night to Midnight.
Dude, he came in and wrecked shit.
He became a 2-time champion. He just went all 5 rounds. And all the judges had it. He pitched a shutout, 5-0, 5 rounds to 0. So yeah, I gotta give him,
well deserved.
Yeah, I gotta give him fighter of the night. And then loss of the night, Rakhim. You know, any kind of hometown favorite lose the belt, that's the loss of the night.
But he did go out in a blaze of glory, man. He put it all on the line.
Like I said, it was a split decision. They had one judge had Rakhim winning 3 rounds to 2. The other pick Lightwork. To me, what decided it was the 5th round. He did a little bit more than Rakhim in the 5th round, and that decided it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree, man. Good choices, obviously, man. Good choices. I already told you, Blake Mitzen was definitely my fight of the night. For fight of the night, I gotta agree with you with Lucas's, man. There was so much excitement in one round.
Yeah.
It was just bombs being thrown by Flacco, and then Lucas comes back and just destroys them. But there was so much like push and pull in that one round. I gotta agree with you. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I said I gotta get that fight of the night. It was action packed.
And for loss of the night, I definitely agree that Rakhim should be up there. But since you already chose him, I'm going to go with Samurai's loss because I'm a big fan of his. And just, having that pressure of having to defend against the original champion and then losing, that's got to hurt.
Yeah, I get that. And, it was a lot of back and forth leading up to this fight because it was an issue with the weight. They with midnight weight, they wanted him to see on the scale. It was a big thing about it. So like I know it was a lot of build up. They even had a couple amateur guys coming in sparring with Samurai, all type of things for this fight.
Whoa.
So I get that. It was a lot on the line, but he's right back this Saturday fighting Blake Mitzen.
Get out of here, dude. That's gonna be such a good fight.
Hey, Samurai versus Blake this Saturday.
I'm gonna write that down, bro.
Yeah, sure enough going down, man.
I can't wait to see that fight, man. I'm a huge fan of I've been a huge fan of Samurai. I just love his approach to the game. He's very forward pressure. I'm gonna use my movements, my eyesight to make sure that I don't get hit and get to hit you. But I'm also, just the way that Blake Mitzen came in, like just I was right next to him as he like came in and you were asking for a corner for him. And the guy over on the speakers was like, I'll do it, I'll corner him, comes over here. And then he gets into the fight and the dude in the corner is like, you don't even need a corner. What the fuck? Dude, it was, what a way to make an entrance, man.
Yeah, for sure. Another fight that people overlooking is that Dustin versus Shaggy. That was one of my judges that fought, and he's pretty good. He looked damn good in there. I think he's actually going to just join the league now. I think he's just going to join the league and become a regular fighter.
Shaggy OG can take a fucking hit, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Holy fuck. Like, you definitely need a dance partner to make a good fight. And Dustin was cracking him, dude, just cracking him. And Shaggy was just boom, boom. All right, I'm back in it. Oh, all right, I'm back in it. I was super impressed by his ability to take a punch.
He most definitely could take a hit for sure.
He definitely made that exciting too because of that. But it was weird because I've never seen a fighter ask for a 10 count, and he's the first fighter I've ever seen ask for a 10 count.
Usually, a fighter will take a knee or something. He asks the ref, like, just give me a 10 count. Like, huh? No, fight over, man.
I know, right? When I seen him do that, I was like, I was asking people, did he really just ask for a 10 count?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that was weird, man.
That was super weird.
Yeah, for sure. We also got AP Savage back in the ring this Saturday too.
Why don't you tell us the whole lineup of what you got so far?
I only got like 4 or 5 fights right now. Like I said, I got Chino and Blake. I got AP. He's going against Zach Tyler Newman. I got a few more. I got this guy named Meek. He's finna box Dustin King. I got Omni back. He's 0-4. He's trying to go for a win. Yeah,
Omni's fighting again. He just fought.
I know. Like he want to win, man. Like he's 0-4 right now. He's just searching for that W.
He seemed like he just wanted it so bad Saturday. And hold on, let me see who was it that he fought.
AV AV.
Yeah, AV. Just dude, AV. Wow, that dude. He's got some serious skill. That dude's got awesome movement, awesome reads. great technique, understanding of
He's 2-0
range.
right now. I think he's gonna try to get like 2 more fights. Then I think he's gonna be trying to come at Lucas.
Yeah. What's he fight at?
Middleweight.
Middleweight. What about Demo? Little Demo.
That's lightweight. He's at lightweight. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
He called out Young Bull.
Did he really?
Yeah, he called out Young Bull.
Yo, okay. Speaking about Young Bull, man, what's up with the camera work?
Man, I was so pissed off. Oh my God, I was so mad. I had to tell his ass like, you will never record again. But my normal camera people, they couldn't have made it. They couldn't make it Saturday, so he was last minute, just like, man, here, record this, And he's so used to just being in tune into the show. He over there bobbing everywhere, got the camera jumping on a trampoline or something. Yeah, but he won't be doing it again.
I mean, it was kind of cool to see. Like, he was definitely having a good time, but like as a spectator, I want to be able to rewatch it. You know what I mean?
You want to see the fight clear, yeah, for sure. I already know.
I'm lucky I got to see him live, man. That was. I'm like I was talking about how the last time I went there, I was more worried about making sure that I got interviews in, and then I didn't have my mic. Like the connection that I have to use this microphone right now, I forgot to bring, so I couldn't even like put my shit together until the end of the show because of the music. But because of that, I got to enjoy the show as a spectator, and dude, way better experience.
That the atmosphere be live of the crowd just yeah. It'd be crazy. You barely could hear, like, huh? What you say?
But I mean, if everyone there is just enjoying it, you're just loving it, dude. And man, what an atmosphere.
Yeah, great atmosphere. That's one thing about Pfo Fight Club. We bring all nationalities together, all type of people from different cities, towns, and states, all just come together and literally have a good time and go home safe.
Absolutely, man. And like I said, such a great time, man. And I plan on trying to get out there soon so I can do this because I actually got the connection and I won't have to worry about losing it. But sure. Man, I look forward to it, man. It's such a, like, this last time, because obviously the first card I went to, there was a bunch of pullouts, and I think Luke was supposed to fight Kenny Wells, right? Kenny Wells or Kenny Thomas?
Kenny Thomas, and he showed. He ended up fighting Deshaun that day.
Yeah. Another walk up, another. Hey, let's fucking get someone in here, which is crazy because it happened this time too. But there was a bunch of pull out of fights last time, and then this time everyone just happened to be there. I don't know if anyone pulled out this time, but I do know that there was just fight after fight after fight and performance after performance after performance. You know, it was all around. Too. What's that?
I say it was some good performances as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. They were so into it. Like the performers, they were just you could just tell they were having the time of their life, man.
Yeah, it'd be good times. Great vibes, man. Great vibes.
Absolutely. So what is the amount of fights are you aiming for to have per week? Because I know you put them on per week. What would you say is your goal amount of fights to have?
Well, sometimes week to week it depends on a lot of times, like what the club has going on that night. Like if they have a perform, like an artist or something coming in, then I won't go over my time because they still got to set up for these artists and et cetera, et cetera. So I try to limit my fights to about 10 on that day, to 9, 10 fights. Now, like this Saturday coming up, ain't no performances, so we just open. So I might try to get 15, 16 fights, something like that.
Nice. Hell yeah, man. Yeah. So question, because I did, I know I said that I didn't know if anyone pulled out, but I do remember seeing that Lucas was supposed to fight Trell. What happened with that fight? Do you know?
No, Lucas wasn't supposed to fight Trell. That one never supposed to happen. See, Lucas was supposed to fight Kenny Thomas for $1,000. That's what was supposed to happen, and Kenny and them pulled out. But Lucas' next fight, in the middleweight division, it really ain't no people who really earned it besides a couple of them, and they said they taking 2 to 3 weeks off, getting in shape because they know that they title shots are coming up, so they want to be prepared enough for Lucas, But other than that, nah. Like right now, the biggest fight since and everybody, I don't know why, but everybody is asking for Lucas to go take the belt back from Lightwork.
Yeah. Me too. I'm on that boat. I'm on that train.
Y'all want Lucas to put on that cape, strap up, go on, say today, Superman. I'm like, man. But look, a thing with that is like, I feel though, Lucas is great. Lucas is great, and he possibly will do it. But I feel everyone overlooking Sale.
Oh, yeah.
Overlooking Sale is right there in that around that weight class too. A couple extra pounds put on, he can do the like. Sale is a great boxer.
Absolutely,
Sale is a hell of a boxer. Like you're not just gonna whoop Sale. Like you're not just gonna whoop Sale. Like you have to be a damn good fighter to beat that man. And
so you're saying you would much rather see Sale versus Lightwork
than Lucas versus Lightwork? Yeah, reason being though is because Sale has a bigger body frame. He's longer, taller, and Lucas, like, I'd rather see him start fighting people more his size and always fighting up. It's exciting. Yeah, it's exciting to see a smaller guy take down the bigger guy. Yeah, we always want to see that. But I think it's time, like, skill-wise, these guys start stepping up. It's not always fair for him to have to fight bigger guys just because these guys, his size, ain't on equal ground. That's not his fault. It's time for them.
That's very true. That's very true.
It's time for them to step it up. I've never been the type of guy to baby anyone. That's my whole life. I just never, and I'm not gonna start now. So I'm not gonna say, "Oh, Lucas, I think you should move up." Hell no, champ. Keep putting your foot in their ass. You know what I'm saying? Keep beating on these boys. Keep beating on these boys until they realize if you want that belt, you're gonna have to do something to get it. For real.
You gotta step that game up.
You gotta improve yourself. You gotta wake up and go run. You gotta hit that weight room. You gotta get those sparring sessions. All that shit counts.
So off the top of your head, if you don't want to see Lucas versus Lightwork, who do you see coming up for Lucas in the future?
Well, okay. Right off the top, if I just had to pick a fighter who in his weight class who will be looking next, I know Cowboy's looking next. He's one of them guys who's taking some time off. He want to fight for the belt, but he's trying to get all the way right. He's 6-1. He's 6-1.
Nice.
Who else is there? I've been talking to Teasy, trying to get Teasy back. That's a struggle in itself.
I want to definitely detour here because I do like Teasy and his work. I mean, he was doing great right before he fought Lucas.
Yeah.
What's his mindset looking like?
He's going through some personal things right now that he's trying to get through, which is understandable. But me as his coach, I'm always, you okay, shake it off. A lot of times I try to be understanding with him through a lot of things that he's going through because he's more than just my fighter. Like that's like my little brother. I really got a lot of love for that guy. So I try to understand what he's going through. But like I said, I never been the type to baby anyone. It's take the titty out your mouth and get the work. You okay. You are okay. But I gotta respect when he tell me, because he tell me like a man. He said, "I'm just trying to get some things together before I hop back in the ring. I want my head to be all the way focused." So I gotta respect it.
It's weird how that's become. And no offense to any of the fighters that Lucas has fought, but it's almost like as soon as he defeats them, they want to take time off.
They want to take time off. That's what I was just telling my brother that. I said, man, it's like the guy destroying these boys' careers, And look, I'm not talking down on it. I want that to motivate them. Like use Lucas as motivation then, if that's the case, y'all, Now Rakhim did say he want his rematch with Lucas next month. Rakhim won his rematch with Lucas next month, and he won his rematch. The first fight, Lightwork come back Rakhim want that fight. He want his belt back, of course. You know, and it's a delay with Cell belt. It's a delay with, I don't know what the hell going on, but it's a delay with it. So I'm waiting on that to still touch down so Cell can have his belt. But
so say Rakhim and Luke do fight, is that almost like a number one contender fight?
Like, okay, with Rakhim taking this loss as he did, you know, of course that kind of hurt him in the pound for pound rankings. So I really wouldn't say it's for the pound for pound. It's just if Rakhim could win his belt back before he fight Luke, then it'd be for the title again. But if not, it's for the money and pride.
But I meant to say number one contender for Mr. Lightwork.
Oh, well, all honesty, soon as if Lucas ever give the green light, that fight's a go. You know, Lucas ever say, I want this fight, that fight's a go. Like, he don't have to wait in line. You know, he's the number one pound for pound champion plus the middleweight champion. And plus, this is what the fans want to see anyway. So, like, he wouldn't have to wait. It's all up to him when he want to do it. Now, me personally, like I said, I like to see Cell go ahead and go and get that belt, become he already a 2-division champion. Now he could become a 2-time heavyweight champion plus a light heavyweight champion.
Yeah. I mean, it's gotta feel good knowing that you have those two possibilities coming your way, because it's all hype. It's all hype.
Yeah, for sure, man. My son in here acting a fool.
Oh yeah. It's all right, man. We can let you go if you need to.
Oh, okay. Well, it was good, man. Good interview. Hopefully you can make it out again soon.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate you.
All right, for sure, brother.
All right, have a good one. All right, that was Robert Bryant of PFC, CEO, founder, promoter. He's wearing all the hats, making all the fights, making it happen. That is the man himself, a great promoter. Again, I highly suggest you go to these fights. It's at Club Truth down in Peoria. And if you're from Peoria, it ain't too far for you at all. It's a great environment, great fights. Yeah, you know, they're fighting, it's violence, but man, it's a sport. You know, people go in there to relieve their stresses. The moniker is guns down, gloves up. And I definitely respect it, enjoy it, and appreciate it, because you have to appreciate these things before too long. You know, you never know if they could blow up, and the next thing you know, you're paying $40, $50, $60 to get in there, $100 to get in there, $200 to get in there. You never know. So be a part of the build up, help them become bigger than they could ever imagine to be, and it's all with the help of you and me, and obviously the fighters. And all right, so let's get on to the UFC results. We're gonna roll right through these because I'm gonna go eat some motherfucking chicken wings. That's right. All right, so we're gonna start with the main event of UFC. Holy crap! Okay, first of all, we're gonna start with I can't. It's gonna be weird once we get into well, not weird, but it's gonna, man, what a fucking injury. We'll talk about that one. But anyway, so Anthony Smith, what a showing out. The dude was winning, and then he lands the perfect shot right behind the knee, gets the perennial nerve, deads Jimmy Crute's perennial nerve, and he can't even look. He can't work his foot. Go watch that fight, dude. His foot's flopping all over the place. He ain't got no control over it. But what's super impressive about that is that so we're there. I'm sorry. So what's super impressive about that is that after he got kicked in the perennial nerve, he ended up taking down Anthony Smith twice with one leg. Dude, Jimmy Crute, what a savage. Unfortunately, that was it's not the best way to go out on your shield, because no one wants to go out because their leg isn't working anymore. You know what I mean? You'd much rather lose a fight through a hard, drawn-out decision, get a knockout, submitted, something like that. There's at least kind of closure in there. But in this fight, I feel like Jimmy Crute feels like there's no closure, and Anthony Smith just happened to be the better fighter in the first round. But obviously, he did get the takedown. And AP, you did tell me, man. You did tell me. He did call this out. He called it out far before the fight happened. So I'm I'm gonna bow to you, my friend. You were absolutely correct. He did have the fight, and he did it emphatically. What a showing out. But like I said, I'm sure Jimmy Crute feels like, he could have done so much better. He could have had a better showing. So we'll see how he comes back. As for who Anthony Smith should fight next, I don't even know, man. I have no idea. Maybe the winner of the Dominic Cruz versus what the hell is his name? Prokochka. I don't even know how to say his name, dude. Prokochka. I think they're the main event of this weekend's fights. I'd love to see him go against the winner or the loser of them, because Anthony Smith's the veteran, dude. 32 years old, he's getting better. He needs to get up there. Maybe it's that he's just my favorite fighter. Well, hey, man, that was a good favorite fighter to have, especially this weekend, dude. What a way to win the fight. And then up next, dude, you know what? MMA is a cruel fucking sport, man. So 2013, 8 years ago, Chris Weidman fights Anderson Silva for the belt. Anderson Silva's clowning around, gets knocked out. Anderson gets the immediate rematch. In the second round, throws a leg kick and cracks his shin in half, wraps around Chris Weidman's leg. It was an ugly, 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 ugly sight to see. And you know what? That just happened to him this weekend. Chris Weidman did the same thing, except it wasn't after the first round. It was the first strike thrown in the entire fight. 17 seconds in, throws a leg kick. Uriah Hall checks it and wraps Chris Weidman's leg around his shin. And what made it uglier is that when Anderson Silva went to go step down, he immediately knew something was wrong. He lifted his leg so he didn't bend it. And as soon as Chris Weidman stepped down, it went, I mean, it was already broken, but just seeing it squeeze more, it looked good. Oh my God, what an ugly, ugly fucking injury. After the fight, Uriah Hall said that he's going to fight him regardless of his standing in the rankings. And what a fucking man that dude is to just put that out there like that. I don't even know who I want to see Uriah Hall fight next. Maybe a rematch with Paulo Costa. Get that win in and then fight for the title, because he ain't too far. But no one wants to win a fight like that, man. You go in there wanting to, you want to win the fight. You want to knock people out, get a submission, whatever. That's normal. But doing something serious like that, that's possibly a career-ending injury. Obviously, it wasn't a career-ending injury for Anderson Silva, but it did take him forever to come back, and he was never the same after it. So we'll see how Chris Weidman does. Maybe he comes back and fights Anderson Silva, I don't know. Make it a 3. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that fight no more. That was ugly. all energy to Chris Weidman and his family. But up next was Valentina Shevchenko versus Jessica Andrade. Just a domination. I mean, I thought that Jessica Andrade had an opportunity with the power, because she's obviously a powerhouse of a 5'1" little fucking savage right there. But Valentina's just so technical, dude. She's got that. Not only does she have power, she's able to wrestle, grapple, strike with you, kick you, and just really set you up in ways that a lot of people wouldn't be able to handle. And that's kind of been the story of her reign at 125 pounds, with Saturday night's fight being no different. It was just a shutout from bell to bell, and then she ends up getting in a crucifix and just elbows the fuck out of her until the ref came in and pulled her off. And she retains the belt at 125. Who she fights next, I don't even know if there's anyone at 125 that really hangs with her. Let's be honest here. I don't know anyone that's really sticking out. You got Lauren Murphy in the wings, but man, I don't know how Lauren Murphy does it. She's kind of plodding, a little slower. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. I'd love to see Valentina versus Amanda Nunes. Again, I'd love to see that fight again. I think it'd be a great fight. Hopefully that happens, but who knows? You never know. Anyway, so up next was Wiley Shane versus Rose Namajunas. I called this motherfucking win. That was me, baby. I call it. I knew Rose was going to get it because of how she handled Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And holy fuck was I right, dude. She gets in there and lands the perfect shot to the dome, gets her on the ground, pounds away until the ref comes in and calls a fight at a minute and 19 seconds of the fucking very first round. Holy hell, dude. Maybe not even that long. I don't even remember. But That was crazy. I didn't see that happening. I thought it was going to be a later round KO or something, but man, Rose she's a killer. You know, she's a killer. She goes in there, she knows what she's doing. And it was beautiful because like Joe Rogan comes up to her and he's like, you know, when Bruce Buffer was saying your name, you're over there saying that I'm the best, and she's got the belt on, and she's like, I am the best. And it was one of the cutest fucking things coming out of a killer I've ever seen in my life. It was nuts. And then Kamaru Usman retains. Whatever. I call Jorge winning that fight, but hey, the better man won that night, and he won viciously. He won by KO. And Kamaru did say that he was going to win by KO. He called it. That's what he wanted to do this time. I thought Jorge was going to get it because I didn't think that Kamaru had the killer instinct in him, but I was wrong, and he proved so many people wrong in that fight. But you know what, man? Jorge just needs to fight money fights from now on. There's no need for him to stick around trying to get the belt anymore. I mean, maybe he wins against Colby, but that's a long shot. That's a real long shot. You got to chance the fact that Colby even wins the fight from Kamaru, which he was winning the first one until he got knocked out, because the power difference between Kamaru and the rest of the division, the division is ridiculous, man. I think the only person that really comes up close to his power is probably Vicente Luque, which is another 1 or 2 fights away from a title fight. So who knows? Who knows what happens in that division? I think Wonderboy Thompson can win it on points. I think maybe even knock him out if he picks him apart from a distance, because I don't think Kamaru Usman's striking is at that level. And, dude, he does great against wrestlers. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is the man when it comes to that. Vicente Luque going punch for punch. He's definitely good against wrestlers. If Jorge Masvidal can defend the takedown and get right back up, Vicente Luque can probably do the same. So we'll see what happens, man. I'm super excited to see what happens. They're saying that Colby Covington is next, so we'll see. Maybe Vicente Luque fights Jorge Masvidal. Who knows? Stephen Wonderboy Thompson's fighting Gilbert Burns. I'm assuming the winner of that gets the next track at the title. And Nate Diaz is fighting. Crap. You know what's funny? This dude's on like a 9-fight winning streak, and I still forget his name. He's such a savage, but I still forget his fucking name, and I feel bad because I'm a big fan of the guy. Leon Edwards. There we go. Leon Edwards. I feel bad that I forgot his name, but yeah, you know, I'm pretty excited to see that. And then we'll quickly go over the PFL results if I can find them, because they have this weird thing where they don't like to make it easy to find the results. It's weird. It's really weird. PFL, man, do better with your shit, man. All right, there we go. PFL fight results. PFL, if you don't know, is a professional fighters league. Great organization. They do seasons instead of an all-around year of fights. So instead of having like a champion defend their belt all throughout the time, they have a certain amount of time where you can fight. They get health benefits. They get insurance benefits. They get treated like serious athletes in sports, where as opposed to UFC, where you're more of a commodity. You know, you're more of someone that they can give money to, a contractor and stuff like that. In PFL, you get treated way differently. And I do love the setup that they have over there. So let's go over what the fuck is this? This isn't even right. What the hell? Oh my God. All right. Well, you know what, man? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. So let's get this again. This is PFL 1 results. Clay Collard defeats Anthony Pettis. That sucks. Anthony Pettis just went over there from the UFC. He was a new signee. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, but it is what it is. All right, let's go with. Okay. Marcin Held defeats Nathan Schultz. Mavlid Kaibulaev defeats Lazar's. I don't even know how to say your name. And then the fight of the night that I didn't think was going to happen like this, Bubba Jenkins defeats Lance Palmer. I thought for sure Lance Palmer was going to win that. I thought that was a lock. But, you know, it is what it is, man. I guess he had his number. And he said it before the fight, too. I guess he used to wrestle and he used to get the better of Lance Palmer at all times. Apparently that translates over to MMA. Or maybe it was a mental block. Who knows? But either way, thank you for tuning in. Again, my name is Raul, a.k.a. Mr. Hydration, right here. That's also me right over here. That guy right there. Make sure you tune in Mondays for the Monday Weekend Recap, Wednesdays for the Performance Wednesday, Fridays for the Friday Fightcast, where we do our predictions. But I'm thinking about changing the Friday Fightcast to a Saturday morning fight picks. So we'll see how that goes. Either way, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I appreciate the love. Have a good night. Mwah. I'm going to go eat wings. Get the hell out of my face. I'm out. Bye.